Honestly, I have no words on this clusterfuck of a series, but dear God, I wasn't expecting this show to actually be watchable and actually be decent. But where I'm getting right into spoilers because this whole show it's fucking crazy. If you don't know, this show, Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragons remix, is an amalgamation of Ubisoft's properties put together in a world that's cyberpunk-esque and mixed in with Beyond Good and Evil. They even show Marcus from DedSec, Watch Dogs 2, Sam Fisher, fucking Rayman, where they all are just involved in an actual decent plot, which is honestly just crazy and bonkers to me. Like, what the fuck? Our vehicle for this is Captain Laserhawk, or Dolph, or whatever you want to go ahead and refer to him. And there is, like, homosexual content in the first episode and kind of sprinkled around in, like, episode 2 and maybe episode 5, where Captain Laserhawk, or Dolph, has a boyfriend, and him and his boyfriend in the first episode go on a job that would pay them in unmarked credits so they can run away together. Pretty sweet. However, Cap's boyfriend betrays him, which causes him to fall into the hands of the warden, where he meets Cody Rhodes, yes, the fucking wrestler, Jade and Paige from, I think it's Paige, from Beyond Good and Evil, and an assassin, French bullfrog. Yeah, 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 you heard that right. At first, the story focuses around Cap's ex trying to cause a type of revolution from which Cap and his team foils, but the damage was done, human versus hybrid hostilities are at its max, and the humans are essentially just shitting on the hybrids, like, full on. This causes Rayman, who is a newsman for Eden, this world that everything is taking place in, this big old city. He calls out this dollar store Red Ranger for his speciesism, which gets him fired and replaced by an AI. Funny enough, like, honestly, it's so funny that he gets replaced by AI, and when he first sees the AI, live, technically, it was so funny. He was like, "What the fuck? Is this live?" it was. And that was when he was eating sushi off the back of a hybrid cow's back, and it was just, if you see the memes, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's hilarious. So, anyways, there's a whole reveal with the warden where she reveals that she is Sam Fisher's daughter, and we get to know her story a little bit, where it's actually pretty interesting how. As a child, she's so brainwashed that she betrayed Marcus and DedSec and her father because the brainwashing has told her that these, like, what they're doing is bad, and that she needs to get in touch with the authorities of Eden to go ahead and get them and be a good civilian for Eden, which is honestly pretty scary in its own little way, but it was honestly really interesting to see this sort of like conflict and dynamic, and it's just I just didn't expect this from this fucking show. It's actually crazy. But years later, like, she seemed to actually show remorse, and crazy enough. Although this was just a con. She was actually working for Eden this entire time just to locate Marcus's super VR machine Eden lost to him that, that helped make the robots who were actually prisoners being forced to do manual labor through VR control more functional. She also went ahead and infected the VR machine when Marcus hooked her up to go ahead and, fuck with her for going ahead and screwing him over all those years ago. But she also infected the captain with the same virus to kill him. Even though the virus was inside him, the captain overpowers it to kill the Dollar Store Power Rangers and Eden's army. So the warden infects the VR machine that Marcus hooks her up with to fuck with her. Like, obviously he would, to go ahead and confront her for all her bullshit. But he gives her another chance thanks to the cast's recommendation just before they both realize she was still a piece of shit. And then when she reveals that she's a piece of shit, they go ahead and fight a little bit. And the Cap has already left to basically free the damn frog, the assassin frog that is bound for execution, apparently, right? It gets really weird by the end. Well, not really weird. If you watch the show, you understand. It's decently paced, and it's just everything I'm talking about makes me sound crazy, and it's making it hard to talk about it because it's just So weird, right? So there's a virus also inside the captain, and he goes ahead and overpowers it with the power of love, friendship, and not wanting to die, and kills the Dollar Store Power Rangers and Eden's army. And it's just thinking about the whole event just makes me think I'm crazy, because this is an actual show, and they actually make it pretty compelling. And oh yeah, uh, Rayman goes ahead and kills the High Council with dual machine guns. And apparently there were also the Templar Order or something too. They had many names, and it's just, yeah. The more you know, it's just, the whole show is wild as hell. So this is where the season ends. Cap returns to the VR facility where Marcus and the Warden stops fighting. He calls her a piece of shit and tricks the Warden to go ahead and get close enough to him to activate the bombs that she put in there herself in episode 2, and blows them both up, presumably killing them both. But in the end, again, a little bit further, like in the after the end credits, the Warden is shown to be unfazed, fully bionic, and asked Marcus about their deal, which is it's fair, I guess. She lived, but it shows Cap at a death screen where Sam Fisher, yes, the Warden's dad, comes out in bit form and says, "This is where, like, this is the beginning." And I'm just sitting like, wait, what? They're gunning for a fucking season 2. They're gunning for a season 2 in this crazy ass fucking series. Oh my god, what the fuck? Like, I'm just so astounded by this show. Like, it is absolutely fucking crazy. As soon as I saw Rayman eating sushi off a cow hybrid, it absolutely fucking sent me. I was crying. They also showed Pagan Min from Far Cry 4, and his dialogue and behavior is honestly fucking hilarious. And how they offed him, it's it's so stupid, but it's all part of a plot that's actually not bad. Like, it also caught me off guard to see Sam Fisher without fucking legs. Like, what the fuck happened? What happened to his legs? What's going on here? Now, I will say this about the show. They absolutely did something really unique, and it's honestly really cool where they went ahead and put together different, like, gameplay aspects, like elements or whatever, from the properties of Ubisoft into the show. Like, we see that shitty live action bit game, sort of elements in there. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. There's a 2D side scroller sort of deal, along with like how that top down bit gameplay you see with the escapist is in there too. It just adds more to the wackiness of the series, and I was not expecting any of this shit. It is insane. It is insane. This show has you coming in not knowing what to expect, and not even taking it seriously, but they actually made a compelling fucking story out of Rayman being involved with an assassin French bulldog. Not bulldog. Bullfrog. I keep saying bulldog. He just comes off the tongue so easily. But crazy enough, Cap's boyfriend got what he wanted. A revolution, but in a way he probably didn't even expect, honestly. Like, the show is so ridiculous, but having an actual decent story confuses the hell out of me on how to rate this. Because, what the fuck? Who comes up with this shit? Like, it's one of those things where you think that the writers, that the people developing this are on drugs, and it's on some crazy ass just sort of trip that they made this show from. It is crazy. Honestly, I'm just gonna have to say that it's either between a 6 and an 8 in that sort of like rate range, depending on like how you're looking at it and what you expect and like to see in a show. But this show is surprisingly above average, but it is absolutely insane. It just made to be funny, but they somehow made a compelling story in it as well, which made me want to watch it more. And it's crazy. It's insane. Like, taking this show seriously is probably your worst mistake when you're first trying to watch it, because dear God, this show is a fucking trip. I'm actually looking forward to the next season, because it's like an odd fascination to see where this insane series will go next, because obviously, like, who the fuck makes this shit? And if you make an actual compelling story with all these properties, what the fuck? Like, I want to know more. I want to know what's going on here. But anyways, I don't want to get on too much, but this is my last little thing I'm gonna add on to it. The music for this show goes absolutely fucking hard. It is basically just 80s dark synthwave, 80s synthwave, and it's just amazing. If you ever like listen to the music from the actual game Blood Dragon, it's that sort of music. It's amazing. It's lovely. So, yep, this is my review on Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. And I can't even say that. I have to end it off with season 1, because they're gunning for fucking season 2. And I'm just so mind blown by this, because I was not expecting there to be. I thought this was going to be like a one and done. Just like how Cyberpunk ended, Edge Runners. I thought it was going to be one and done. Like they're just going to throw this out and just see if it works. Surprisingly, it fucking did. And just let it be. But we're getting a season 2 apparently. That's where it's leading off to at the very end. So if you have any questions about this series, let me know. Any thoughts about it, like comment below. Everything. Just I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the comments, the subs. Like I really love how you guys are helping support the channel, help the channel grow. More videos will be out soon. Hopefully. I know that it's not going to be as crazy, the content, as a show, but who knows? Who knows? But stay safe, healthy, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Peace. Thank you so much for watching, and honestly, just watch the show. It's actually pretty decent. It's good. Bye.